if I were the commissioner, I'd make a rule that the starters always have to be guys with only one-syllable names.
Right. Make it easy.
Yeah. Suds.
Hey guys, sorry, we got stuck with some stuff, so we're doing the intro live.
Okay.
So we're doing it live.
We'll be ready.
Okay, we're doing it live.
Sandoval's hometown product, or sort of, Albuquerque. Oh, they're doing the national anthem. You know what? Where is New Mexico based? New Mexico United.
I think they're in Albuquerque.
Is it Albuquerque? Let me do a quick search here. Yeah, Albuquerque.
That's gonna irritate me all night now. Stepped on that stupid mouse traps and the bottom of my shoe is sticky.
Oh. $728? So 7:36 kickoff.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Just be sitting here casually conversing, and they'll have been on for 10 minutes.
Can we get a mic check real quick?
Mic
Yes,
check
sir.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
Same time, or?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. HEB Park. Mark May with Brian Smith. Good evening. Welcome to Edinburgh. We're at the southern tip of Texas to bring you exciting USL Championship soccer. Tonight's game will feature the Rio Grande Valley FC Toros against the visiting New Mexico United. And how do you do? I'm Mark May with Brian Smith.
Get started at the 30 mark.
30 mark.
Okay, sir.
A minute.
We'll keep an eye out. Oh, and I got binoculars here if you need to
Oh, beautiful.
grab them. One place where you might help me out, if there's a like if a goal is scored and I don't say the player. HEB Park, good evening and welcome to Edinburgh. We're at the southern tip of Texas to bring you exciting USL Championship soccer. And tonight's game will feature the Rio Grande Valley FC Toros against the visiting New Mexico United. And how do you do? I'm Mark May with Brian Smith coming to you from beautiful HEB Park. And this broadcast coming to you on ESPN+. Brian, why don't you get us started? Who should we be keeping an eye on tonight for the Toros and for United?
Beginning with the Toros. Keep a close eye on midfielder Rodrigo Lopez. First season with the Toros. He's got a lot of experience. Has a USL championship under his belt with Sacramento Monarchs. And looking over at New Mexico United, local product, Isidro Martinez. Spent his previous 2 seasons right here at Edinburgh with the Toros. It's a product of Brownsville, Texas, just about an hour down the road from here. First season now, switching sides, playing for New Mexico United, and he looks to be a big part of what they're going to do in the midfield. Here's a look at your starting lineup presented by Reliant. Beginning with the Toros. They'll line up like this. Beginning in goal with Derek. Following that with your midfielders, number 21, Juan Kuzain. Number 16, Camden Riley. Number 6, James Murphy. Number 5, Juan David Cabezas. He's also the captain in this one. Number 20, Christian Sorto. Number 8, Rodrigo Lopez. Then you've got the defenders. Number 3, Grant Robinson. Number 2, Carter Manley. And the 2 forwards, number 24, Alexis Cerritos. And number 9, Elvis Amoa. Switching sides over to visiting New Mexico United. Their lineup will go a little something like this. In goal, they will start with Alex Tumbakis. Then looking at your defenders, they'll be number 4, Sam Hamilton, number 3, Austin Yearwood, and number 22, Kalen Ryden. Number 5, Josh Suggs. Moving over very quickly to the midfield, number 33, Harry Schwartz. Number 8, Juan Guzman. Number 23, Michael Azira. And number 7, Isidro Martinez. 2 forwards in this one for New Mexico United. They'll be number 10, Amando Moreno, and number 9, Devin Sandoval.
You can see New Mexico United in the black and gold out on the field right now. The Toros are right behind them. We're just a moment away from the kickoff between the Toros and New Mexico United. Let's take a break here watching the USL Championship on ESPN+.
Pretty good.
Yep. So far, so good.
DHR Health is now safer than ever and continues to remain focused on one thing: providing exceptional care to our patients and community. No other hospital is trying harder to keep you safe. We're taking every action to ensure your safety with enhanced precautions, including 3 off-site COVID-19 units. Your health should never wait. Don't delay your health care. There is no reason to. Schedule your appointment today. DHR Health. For you, for life.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
Welcome back to HEB Park, our USL Championship coverage here on ESPN+. We have New Mexico United in the gold uniforms on the right side of your screen. The home team, the Rio Grande Valley FC Toros, on the left side in the blue and white. Have the orange numerals just about set for kickoff. It'll be the Toros kicking off here. This is the season opener for the 2021 season for the USL.
Chance to look at 2 really good coaching staffs opening up the 2021 season here. The Toros welcome back Wilmer Cabrera. He had a successful season with this program back in 2016, coming back to bring this team back to the dominance that they'd become so synonymous with. And on the other side, keep a real close eye on what you're going to see with Troy Lee Sane. What a spectacular job he's done now, his second season leading this United team and really trying to bring them into form. Talked on the midweek coaches conversation with the broadcast crews about what a spectacular job he's done of really trying to forming this team into what he wants them to be. They're looking to play at home this season. Didn't have a chance to do so last year.
That's right. Yeah, they're just underway here now as the Toros control the kickoff. And, United, in just their 2 short seasons of existence, they've gone to the playoffs both years. So this is a pretty good team, albeit a new team in the USL, relatively speaking. And the Toros making the playoffs in their inaugural year in 2016 under Coach Cabrera, and trying to get back to the playoffs this season. Their season last year kind of cut short due to COVID. And as you said, Brian, New Mexico United spent all of last year on the roads, which is even more amazing that they were still able to make the playoffs.
You get a look right here. Connor Manley gets a little bit of shoe right to the side of his head as he was coming up to put some contact in there and prevent that pass from getting back him. It's important when you're on that back line to be really aggressive, not letting those balls get over and past you, because a streaking forward can have a really good look at goal if you kind of lay back.
And so this will be a free kick here for the Toros. Manley, who is from Maryland, 25 years old, defender. And it looks like he'll be taking the kick. And he'll send this over into United territory where it's headed forward by the Toros before it's sent into touch by United's defense.
Good job there by Christian Sorto of getting up and putting a head on it, trying to keep that one in and keep the attack moving forward for Rio Grande Valley.
So the Toros on the left side. Ball's going to go out into touch, and looks like it'll be United's throw in now. Season opener here for both teams. So New Mexico United, the schedule makers, not doing them many favors. They played on the road all of last year, and they're going to start their first two this season also on the road before they return home to Isotopes Park a little bit later in a couple of weeks. Toro sending the ball again into United territory. The ball played back to 16 Camden Riley. Then now it's going to get played back all the way back to the keeper, Tyler Derrick, an experienced keeper who is from the Houston area. We've got another free kick here awarded to the Toros.
We're going to give a handball on that one as Devin Sandoval stepped forward, and it kind of caught him on that mid-wrist hand area as he was trying to keep that pass from going through.
Now, Sandoval's a name we might be calling quite a bit today, isn't it?
Hey, he's a player that Coach Lassane said was going to be a big part of what they needed to do. He had to be aggressive. He had to play in system. This is an entire New Mexico United team that he said there's not one guy that's the key to success. They've all got to play together. They've all got to play well. And Sandoval is one of those guys, give his skill and his experience with it. He can go a long way to giving this team a shot in the arm.
So the ball in the United midfield. Now they're going to play it back. A little bit of trouble here, but the keeper, Tambakis, able to clear it safely all the way up to midfield. Tambakis, who is from Greece. Now it might have been a handball by the United team, and now the Toros will be awarded another free kick near midfield.
Seems like there was a little bit of miscommunication there for United as you had Isidro Martinez and Devin Sandoval kind of both in the same spot. They kind of run into each other a little bit there. It's important to keep your spacing.
Oh, yes. We saw Sandoval there questioning the officials' call there, but, of course, players always lose those arguments.
It's the only one you paint that matters. That's the guy in the red.
And now we've got a free kick awarded to the United. That was a good play there by Austin Yearwood, the defender there, to hold off the Toros press, coming from number 21, Juan Kuzain, who's from Illinois. So now United has their chance, the attacking end of the field for them. Trying to gain control. We've seen some aggressive pressing here by the Toros. Trying to work it forward before the ball is sent back a little bit, but the Toros quickly regained possession there. And a really quick passing by them. Juan Guzman with it. And now it's going to be sent over to the left side, trying for a little bit of an overlap there, but the Toros ready for it. Now here's some control. This is Sandoval with it here. Had a little bit of space for a moment, but unable to keep control. Now the ball's going to go into touch once again. This will be a Toros throw-in here. We're in the 5th minute of play. Both teams still trying to get their sea legs, so to speak, in their season opener here at HEB Park.
You got to enjoy the chance to get some full-speed competition against guys that aren't wearing the same kits as you. You'll take a look right here. Nice job coming forward there by Yearwood, cutting the angle off and keeping the Toros from pushing that attack any further forward. That's a really good job. When you're playing that back line, you are the last line of defense, and you've got to hold your ground. Great job there by Yearwood.
Toros lost control into touch, so it's a United throw-in now. And now a foul is called there just inside the Toros end of the field. And a quick restart here. We saw in the replay there, and the United will play it all the way back. Looks like they have 3 men back on defense. Nice long kick here to the right side, and this is trying to corral it as Harry Schwartz, their midfielder, unable to get up to it. It's going to be a goal kick now for the Rio Grande Valley Toros.
A chance to look at that leg of Tyler Derrick as he's going to reset that back line for the Toros. They've done a really nice job of kind of staying in position, seeing what United's going to bring to them, how tight that attack's going to be.
And here, tripped up from behind is the Toros. That was Juan Kuzain showing some speed there in the midfield. You can see here he's able to draw a foul. He got tripped up from behind. Looks like the foul's on Juan Guzman, the midfielder for New Mexico United.
And Guzman tries to make his argument there that that's incidental contact, but anytime you're coming from behind and the opposing player goes down and he's in front of you, you're going to pick up a call there.
Just like in traffic, if you rear end somebody, it usually means you're getting the ticket. Toros play it back to their defense. It looks like they have 4 men back on defense. Or might be playing a 3-5-2. We'll keep an eye on that.
That's a beautiful touch by the Toros. Look at this, bringing it wide.
And getting it all the way over to number 24, Alexis Cerritos. Cerritos forced back a little bit, and he'll work it back over to Riley. Here's Riley with it. Quick pressure by United. And now United able to generate a turnover. And they get a free kick out of it. There we see number 10, Amando Moreno, the forward. United will play it back.
I really like the decision there by United, not trying to start that up too quickly, allowing everyone to get back and get into position. When you can play within your system, that will work to your advantage rather than trying to rush things.
Yeah, both teams seem a little bit conservative here in the early going, which is understandable in a season opener, and coaches are essentially still kind of scouting their players a little bit, see what they can do. So this goes out on United's Austin Yearwood. And it'll be a Toros throw-in. There we see Coach Lassane, head coach at New Mexico United in his 3rd year. It's quickly played into Cerritos. Now it goes over to the left side. Rodrigo Lopez will send it over, and it'll get over to the left side here, trying to center it, but it's blocked by the New Mexico defense and then sent into touch.
That's a beautiful job on the back line by New Mexico United. Carter Manley was trying to get that cross to center right in the top of the box. Really nice job of staying back, and cutting off the angle. Take a look right here. Manley does about all he can do with that. Beautiful job, though, of stepping forward there by Sam Hamilton and breaking that up.
Ball into touch once again. New Mexico United get another throw in here. So walk it up the field, and that's Schwartz. It's a long throw in, but played by the Toros here. And for the Toros, number 3, Grant Robinson, working it up the field. Oh, nice pass there. And it's Cerritos lobbing it over here to the right side. So Cerritos going one-on-one, tried to center it, and it's going to go out to be a corner kick for the Toros.
First corner in this one in a really good spot. Get a look at the replay right here. Look at Cerritos. Good ball movement, nice job. Dekes his way back in, and that just kind of pinballs off the legs of Yearwood and out. If he was able to squeeze that through, there were a couple of blue kits right in the top of that box, ready to put that one in.
So it'll be Carter Manley to take this corner kick. Or excuse me, that is 21, Juan Kuzain taking the corner kick. Keeper's out quite a bit, and they'll concede another corner, or this be a throw-in, actually, to the Toros. There we see the keeper, Tambakis, who's from Athens, Greece. I noticed on that corner, usually keepers on a corner, they like to hug their goal line, but he was actually out closer to his 6-yard line. The Toros maybe try to work around to the left side of the field. New Mexico United reacting to that, as you see a pass there by Juan David Cabezas. And it goes all the way to the left side. The wing is going to be sent into the box. Oh, and Cerritos trying to get a touch on it. Now chases off to the touch line. I'll get it to Riley now. Riley will move close to the top of the box and kick it out for Cerritos. Cerritos, oh, nice little nutmeg there. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. Good defending there. A nice recovery by Josh Suggs, who was initially beaten, but then able to kind of get a control of the ball and put it into touch and concede the corner.
If that's all you can do if you're Josh Suggs, that was a scary spot if you are a New Mexico United fan. As the Toros had a couple nice looks, just not able to quite make the connection they were looking for. And that's not uncommon here in the early going, trying to get your chemistry together, getting a feel for who you can pass to in those situations.
This is Lopez to take the corner. It's going to be to the top of the area on the left side. It'll be played over there by Kuzain, and they'll send it all the way back. So I don't think that was quite what the Toros were looking for. So unable to generate any kind of shot out of that corner attempt as Lopez with it. Now it's going to go left side. You got a little bit of space to work with here, so they'll send it toward the goal, but it's going to be out for a goal kick.
Flag goes up. Offside on Carter Manley. He was kind of cheating forward, trying to get a good positioning there. That pass perhaps led him a little further than he wanted to go. So the line judge throws that flag up. That'll breathe a little life here into New Mexico United as they were able to withstand that storm. A couple of decent little attacks building for the Toros.
12th minute of play right now. It's kind of been all Toros so far. So New Mexico United hasn't generated much offense just yet. And I remember, I think when you talked to Coach Lassane during the week, Brian, he talked about how that kind of cohesion got a stoppage right there. I thought it might be a chance there for the Toros, but it's going to be a free kick for United. But he talked about how that kind of cohesion was kind of the last piece of the puzzle that comes together.
And it's what you look for with your any team, and especially with teams like what you're seeing here from New Mexico United and the Toros, because there have been a lot of changes to these rosters, bringing guys in, experienced talent, which is always what you want to see. Anytime you can add some experienced veteran talent, you look for that because it gives you some really strong leadership. But the flip side of that is it takes time to get that cohesion.
Elvis Amo, we saw him just a moment ago. It committed the foul for the Toros. So far, it's been 4 fouls apiece, the two teams. The referee's been busy with his whistle. Got a throw in now for the Toros. Both of these teams historically have not done well in their season openers. Both of them looking for their first win in club history. This is played back to Tambakis. Going to send it over to the left side. Ball loose in the middle, and now it's going to be controlled by United. Gets it to Suggs, and Suggs returns it back to 23, Michael Azitos from Uganda. Now it's played all the way back to the defensive line. Nice passing here by United as number 10, Moreno, moving the ball forward. They'll get it to Suggs, the captain, on the left side. Back to Moreno. Now the Toros have gained control. Toros will send it back, trying to create a little space there as Riley will send this one forward. United able to jump on that one. Oh, nice little back heel there by Moreno. And a chance here, nice shot, and a good save there by Tyler Derrick. Good shot by Martinez.
Yeah, Citrus couldn't pass that up. Local product sees a chance to get a goal in front of his home fans. Look, a good job here. Brings it center, takes a really nice kick on that. But that's the experience of Derrick right there. Steps up, holds his position, and pulls that one in.
Yeah, Martinez, who you mentioned played in Brownsville, went to Brownsville Rivetta High School, and playing here in a familiar setting as he played 2 years with the Toros, this year with New Mexico United, and with an excellent shot there. First real opportunity for either team here in the game so far comes in the 15th minute. United with control once again. And with the ball there at midfield, Michael Azita. And it'll go over to the midfield area where Guzman will play it forward, back to Azita. Now they get to Suggs on the left side. He'll send it forward. Looks like Moreno racing on to this one. And a nice little touch there by the Toros defender, Rodrigo Lopez.
Showing that veteran experience there. Not much he could do other than put that one out. So a little sliding tackle gives his team a chance to get some defenders back and get in position.
Then you saw Riley play the ball out and concede the corner kick here. So we look over the shoulder of Coach Wilmer Cabrera. Starting his second stint with the Toros. So this will be the first corner of the game for New Mexico United. Coming in the game, 16th minute. Nice little in swinger, going to be a little too hard. Toros keep this in play, and then it goes out. And they're going to say it's a corner kick again. But that looked like a little bit of a mistake there as this ball looked like it was headed out. And you see the Toros defender actually heads it back into play.
Looks like he might have lost track of where that New Mexico United forward was at and wanted to make sure he didn't get a good look at it. So sends it back.
And so taking this corner will be Martinez, the one who had that good shot just a moment ago that Derek saved. Say Derek right now favoring his near post on this corner. And it looks like they'll have 7 in the box, United will. So really being aggressive here on this set piece opportunity. See what Martinez does with this. This is going to swing out just a little bit. Had a couple players fall down in the box. Play continues here. Toros with control. And it's Lopez sending this forward. Now Cerritos. Cerritos goes down in a heap, and this might be a yes, it's going to be a booking. That's going to be Ryden who's going to go into the book.
And Kalen Ryden was in a foot race against Cerritos there, and as he tries to get position, lots of contact going both ways. What happens ultimately, though, and why he picks up that yellow, is he wraps it up against the forward who was ahead of him. And like we said earlier, anytime you let the opposing player get ahead of you and you're trailing from behind, you've got to be real careful, because if you guys get wrapped up, you're probably going to pick up a foul. And in this case, he gets a yellow.
You can see Cerritos really, I think, using that deceptive speed there. Cerritos from Santa Clara, California. Almost able to turn that corner. And this is a good opportunity here for the Toros. You can see they're going to line everybody up near the top of the box. That's going to be Lopez to take the free kick. He has Kuzain there to his, a little bit ahead of him to his right. And a ton of teammates here near the area. They all charge inside. Keeper coming out, and the keeper has it. Nice play there by Tambakis. Came out confidently and got underneath that one and was able to put both gloves on it for an easy save there. So 19th minute and still no score here.
I would say there's probably no tougher play to make than to be the keeper and have to come out in traffic and try to pick that out of the air. And the skill of Tambakis, got enough space, comes out, grabs that, pulls it in before something bad can happen.
Yeah, it's not easy because, yeah, like you said, you got to kind of keep track of where players are with your peripheral vision while you keep your eye on the ball. Not easy to do, but Tambakis with a textbook display right there. Cerritos trips it down again. No call here as it goes into touch. It'll be United's throw in. This will be Suggs to make the throw in. And it's going to go back to the right side to Azira. Azira will work it all the way back to his defense line. Toros trying to press, but United unfazed by that. Able to pass their way out of it. Now Toros controlling it. Here's 6. That's Murphy. Murphy sending it forward. Chance here for the Toros. They've got 2 against 3. They'll send it to Cerritos with acres of space on the right side. He's going to send it into the box, then head it clear. Toros still with a chance here. They'll send it over to the left. That's Riley with it. Riley to Cerritos. Cerritos moving in. Double team, so we'll send to the middle. Kuzain there. Now off over to the left. So work it down the left wing. That's Sorto with it. Christian Sorto able to get, well, he tried for the cross. Couldn't quite get it. And it's going to go out. And I think that's a corner.
It looked that was deflected off a yellow kit. We'll take another look right here. It's a really nice job. Yeah, that goes right off the bottom of the foot of Hamilton.
Mm-hmm. So this will be the third corner for the Toros here in the 21st minute.
A really good look at what the Toros are going to set up here. Have that nice bunch about 10 feet outside of the box.
They got 5 in the box, but they keep it out of the box for the moment. And must have been some kind of foul called in the box away from the ball.
Has a quick conversation with Cabezas.
So that'll be a foul against the Toros, and this will be a free kick here for New Mexico United. It's at Tambakis, the goalie, experienced keeper. As we said, comes from Athens. Former club was North Carolina FC. Nice kick there. Ball played back there and it goes into touch. It'll be a Toros throw-in here for number 16, Riley.
It was a good job by Riley of kind of sweeping around and keeping the New Mexico United forward from being able to get that one to his feet and push it forward.
Yeah, Riley out of Dallas is the throw-in. Now here's an interception by Moreno. He's to send it to Sandoval. Sandoval's shot is blocked in front by the Toros, and now the Toros on the fast break here. Getting off to the left side to Kuzain, or rather Sorto with it. Sorto will send it forward into the box, trying to get it to Lopez. Lopez unable to cross the ball, but I think he won the corner.
Tim Baca is giving a little pat on the back to his cohort Ryden. Really nice job by Ryden there of cutting off that angle. You see it there. He comes in late and cuts the angle off, preventing the Toros from being able to sweep that one back into the box.
Yeah, Cerritos was there to pounce on it if it had gotten through. So another corner kick here for the Toros, an in-swinger, and keeper stays on his line. Still lose a chance here, a shot, and blocked in front, and we've got a whistle.
So I'm going to call a foul there on the Toros. I think Riley took his defender down as he was trying to pull possession in. Saw Tim Backus had his hands up. He saw something right in front of him.
Kuzain took the shot that was blocked in front, and then there was the whistle. So Tambakis will kick this one off. Tambakis, 28 years old. Had 14 starts last year for North Carolina. Had 3 clean sheets for them. Ball's going to be controlled by Suggs. Suggs will send this into space. Derek comes out to get that one. So nice job by Derek to read that play rather quickly. Gets the restart going. Toros at midfield. This is Lopez. He'll send it all the way over to the right side to Cerritos. Trying to maximize the width on that field. Offense, you want to create space. Defense, you're always looking to deny space. This is Murphy with it. He'll send it forward to Cerritos. And it's played into touch. So this will be a Toros throw-in. 24th minute now, no score. United's had one really good opportunity. The Toros have had several mediocre ones. The Toros doing a good job to create opportunities here tonight. As Lopez in a duel there down by the linesman. And now a United player is shaken up.
Looks like Isidro Martinez. See a lot of contact there. You've got Martinez. You've got Lopez buying for position there. Their feet get locked up.
Now, those are the 2 players we featured in our pregame there. Yeah, Martinez out of Brownsville, just about 60 miles from HEB Park. Kind of shaken up right now. I think he'll be okay. He's already getting up.
Take a second and catch his breath. Zira talking to the officials.
Yeah, Isidro Martinez.
Plays college soccer right here at Edinburgh, Texas. Product of the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. His collegiate head coach, Paul Leese, is on this New Mexico United staff. He is the assistant coach and their director of the academy.
And again, UTRGV might be familiar to New Mexico fans too, I'm sure, with New Mexico State being in the same conference.
The men's soccer has been a spectacular kind of addition to the Rio Grande Valley area. And you're seeing here the Toros. First-class program, first-class organization you've got here. Now in their 6th season of USL play.
Yeah, made the playoffs that first year, looking to get back this season. And then their coach, Cabrera, came in from CF Montreal, but before that he had been with the Houston Dynamo for several years. And, of course, had coached the Toros back in their initial season in 2016. Another United player shaken up here. And it looks like the culprit might have been Riley.
Take a look right here on the replay. Riley coming in, trying to challenge that. Lot of contact there.
That'll be the 7th foul here in this first half on the Toros.
Looked like Devin Sandoval got the worst of that. Probably didn't even see Riley coming.
Yeah, Riley just 24 out of Dallas. New player here on the Toros, and the Toros with the free kick, and it looks like it'll be Martinez to take the free kick. We saw him taking the corner a few minutes ago.
Coach Cabrera having a conversation with the official right now. Advocating for his player, no doubt.
I think it was the famous American football coach, George Halas, who once, of course, he was known as a cantankerous man who always argued with officials. And somebody asked him about that one time, and about the futility of it. And he said, I'm not arguing for this call, I'm arguing for the next call. And I thought there was a lot of wisdom in that. And so coaches, that is why they play that game with the officials. Looks like Martinez taking the free kick and to send this into the box. It's headed out by the Toros, and a chance there. A shot's going to go wide. Just couldn't control it there. That was Azira. Was trying for the one-touch volley. That would have been really pretty if he'd been able to come all the way around on that.
He looked at that, didn't drop as far as Azira wanted it to. He was trying to kind of put some control on it. It was a little bit high up on his chest, so he couldn't really get his leg where he needed it to.
Ball into touch once again. United throw in toward the box is Sandoval dueling for it, trying to get turned around, and loses his balance. The ball cleared away by Juan David Cabezas.
I think that's going to be off a yellow kit, so the Toros will get possession. Plenty of action in this one.
Yeah, we've seen some good action early on. Coach Lassane there, head coach of New Mexico United, in his third year of the team as well. As this looks like the Toros will have control here. This is Sorto. Sorto with a hard kick was trying to get it ahead to number 9, Amos, but unable to do it. Now we've got another United player who is down. There's going to be a yellow card here on the Toros.
It's going to go against Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson. So
Grant Robinson coming in from the backside there, trying to apply some pressure against that header.
29th minute now, and Robinson comes the first Toro to pick up a yellow card.
You see right here, coming from the backside, lots of contact there. You got to be careful when that opposing player is up in the air. He's basically defenseless, so if you come in too hard, you're going to pick up a card. You've got to be real kind of artful and crafty in how you defend that.
Looks like Robinson got so much vertical leap. It actually looks like his shoulder that connected with the head of the United player. So this will be another free kick. This will be kind of a carbon copy of what we saw a moment ago, only on the opposite side of the field. Martinez to take the free kick. He's going to send it over into the box. Headed by United to the right side. A chance there. It's cleared away by the Toros. Now a shot comes through, blocked in front, and now cleared away by Sorto. Dangerous bit of action there in the Toros box. So United had a couple of good chances.
Hey, Derek doing a nice job not over pursuing. Take a look right here. Stays in the box. But a nice job. Robinson, nice job kicking that one away before it builds up. But to United's credit, right back in there.
Initial hitter was by Ryden, and then they got a shot, and the second shot was by Guzman. That was blocked in front.
So we're seeing New Mexico United not afraid to take opportunities when they're available to them right there.
Yeah, they seem to be a team that's really focused on the set pieces. When they get a set piece, they seem to be dangerous. 31st minute now, no score. Both teams have had opportunities at each end. We see Coach Cabrera there. Derek will come out of his box to play this one. He'll lob it up to the midfield area. And ball into touch once again. Was the throw in by Robinson. And now controlled here by the Toros. That looks like Kuzain with it. Oh, to the right side. Now Sorto. Sorto will send it. Here's a chance for Lopez. He'll send it forward for Sorto. Across into the box. And this is cleared away. Good defending there. I think that was Schwartz who got a piece of it and was able to deflect it out of play. Let's take a look.
There's the cross by Sorto. Yeah, Schwartz does a really nice job of cutting that angle off.
And Schwartz really actually didn't even get the last touch, so he's got the throw in too.
Been really impressed what we've seen from Schwartz. He's been a little bit of everywhere, playing out of the midfield now for New Mexico United. Not afraid to mix it up.
This United team has a lot of young players that have come up through their academy as well, so really doing a good job of developing talent. So we see the United with an interception here. This is Martinez. His pass was deflected a little bit, so Sorto with it. Send it back to Riley. And he and Sorto work a little give and go. Then Riley tackled from behind, and a foul's going to be given. Yeah, that's going to be on Suggs.
Yeah, Riley just gets his legs cut out from under him. Take a look right here, trying to get some momentum. Looks like he actually came down on the defender's legs as that sliding tackle, trying to clear that ball away. Suggs making his argument that was relatively clean on my part. What am I supposed to do? I cleared the ball. He landed on me.
It's kind of like basketball. Sometimes the defender doesn't really do anything or doesn't initiate contact at least, and they still call him with the foul. Suggs says, hey, that's okay.
Got the answer he was looking for.
Mm-hmm. And I see Riley there. A little bit humid tonight because we did have some rain last night and earlier today. So it is probably humid out there on the pitch right now. And rain was in the forecast this evening, but skies have been clear. Do have some foreboding clouds to our east, but over the pitch it seems fine. Azira controlling it right there. And now it goes back to the United defense to Ryden. Now play it over to the right side to Hamilton. There's Hamilton, send it into the middle. And it's Moreno trying to get the turn. He's able to do it, but Suggs wasn't quite ready for it. It's going to go out, and it'll be Toros' ball.
Just the slightest bit of a misconnection there. But you like to see the United's continuing to attack and be aggressive there. They had some space, tried to find Suggs in momentum.
Riley looking for open man. Throw it to Cerritos. Unable to gain control there, and I think United has possession back.
Juan Guzman trying to get his team into a certain position, maybe seeing something here.
So Suggs throws it in, and the ball passed over to the right side by Guzman, and it goes over to Hamilton. He'll send it back to his center back, and it'll come over to the left back, which is Yearwood. Now into the middle. A little bit of a dangerous pass there as the Toros were pressing. Working back to Tambakis, who just, with a deft little touch there, sends it off to the left side. Sometimes you see keepers panic in that situation, but Tambakis just cool as a cucumber there. Elvis Amo was providing the pressure. Amo, one of the forwards for this Toros team. Suggs throws this in. Riley with the hitter. Sorto with a reverse hitter. And it goes up to Kuzain now. Kuzain's shot is wide to the left. We were talking about Amo. He spent the previous 2 years with Loudoun United FC out in Virginia in the USL. Joining the Toros this year. Tambakis now has a goal kick. Here in the 36th minute, he'll send this over to the left touchline, and that'll go out of play. So it'll be Toros' ball. Riley with a quick throw in. Nice little touch there by Lopez. It's ricochets back to Lopez. And now United able to control it. This is Moreno, has a player streaking forward, trying to through ball to Schwartz. And Derek able to make the save, stuffing that one. Moreno still on top of it here. They pass it back to the right side. This is Azira. They'll shift the attack over to the left. That was a great save there by Derek, who rushed out on that. That's the second big save he's had to make here in this first half.
You got to love that out of an experienced keeper, seeing that play developing in front of him and realizing that what had been building was not something his defenders are going to be able to break up. He's got to come out, and he does it so masterfully right there. Does it without taking down the forward coming in, and that's a very difficult thing to do.
Can easily concede a penalty there, and yeah, he did a good job on that one. Gave up a rebound, but kept that in front of him. Got a free kick here awarded to the Toros. 37th minute, first half here at H-E-B Park in Edinburgh, Texas. Toros with the throw-in. And, you know, before we go any further, Brian, you know, an interesting stat between these two teams, both of them are undefeated against each other, aren't they?
Yeah, draws to galore between these two teams. It's something to keep an eye on. You know, it's something, as a coaching staff, it's always on your mind. Who do you have success against? Who are you looking to find success against?
And we've got a shaken up player. I think that might be Robinson. Or no, it's Lopez.
Looks like he got his legs cut out from under him.
So a free kick awarded to the Toros. Been a lot of fouls in this game. It's 9 on United and 8 on the Toros.
Plenty of contact. Shows both teams remaining aggressive, not conceding contact.
And Lopez, who drew the foul, will take the free kick, send it all the way to the left side. And now trying to send it forward for Amo. This is Amo here on the left. Two defenders marking him. He'll send it back to Kuzane. Now it's played back over to the right side. Lopez. Lopez quickly forward to Sorto. Sorto unable to evade his marker, and United able to regain control. Sandoval trying to get it ahead to Moreno. And the defender able to outrace him for it. That was a good play there by Cabezas. That could have been a breakaway attempt there for Sandoval. Now here's an opportunity, 4-on-4. They're bringing it forward to the left side. Ball loose in the area, now cleared away, and Azira gets control for United. Comes all the way out to where Derek's going to play it forward, send it to Riley. Riley with Sandoval marking him. Riley sends it to the center back, which is Cabezas.
I like the Toros slow the pace down here a little bit. It was getting a little bit frenetic in favor of New Mexico United.
Cabezas plays it back kind of a little bit dangerously there to Derek, but he's able to work the ball forward to Manley. Manley, a nice pass here over to the left side, maybe a little bit too ambitious there. Was trying to get it ahead to Lopez. I notice Lopez is generating a lot of mileage out there. We've seen him playing on the right wing, and now he's way over on the left wing. So looking for that seam in the United defense. 40th minute of play now as United sends this one forward. It's over the head of Sandoval, and the Toros trying to gain control there. Now it bounces to Moreno. There's a 3-on-4. Moreno able to work a turn there and then pass it off to the right side to Martinez. Martinez able to center it now, and then Riley with the header. Send it out for a corner kick. So great play there by Martinez, but Riley was on top of it.
That's what you want. Defensively, you've got to be aggressive and get back. And look at Riley coming in and keeping Derek from having to make a play on that one. Clears it himself, allows Derek to stay in position.
And now here the ball sent into the box, goes over everyone, headed toward the touchline. And I think it's going to be last touched by United. Yeah, it's going to be Toros throw-in. United real quickly got that corner kick going. Usually teams will take a little bit of time to set it up, but United maybe trying to catch the Toros off guard, put it in play quickly, but the ball overplayed the entire box, and they didn't get the opportunity. Now here's a chance for the Toros. This is Sorto here. Sorto will take a shot, deflected, and a save made. Oh, what a big save there by Tambakis. as that deflected off a defender, and Tambakis had to react in mid-jump here to still get a glove on it.
Take a look here, Sorto, a spectacular job of bringing it back in. Little pinball off the legs of the defender, and Tambakis. Look at that. Talk about concentration. Full extension. Gets just enough hand on that to push it out.
Nice play by him. So both teams have had big opportunities here in the first half. And the Toros with their 5th corner of the match.
Credit to our sponsor for the corners, TrueFit.
This is headed up by Yearwood. And Tambakis coming out in a crowd, able to get control of it. Had his own defender had to kind of push through him to get to it. So Tambakis, one of those keepers who likes to maintain control of his entire box. Not afraid to get mixed up in a crowd. That's twice we've seen him do that now. But what a great shot by Sorto. And Tambakis with an even bigger save. Here's Suggs for United. Now the ball controlled by the Toros. Cerrito will play it forward for Riley, the defender, coming all the way forward here. And it's dispossessed, and Suggs will play it back to his keeper. United quickly trying to get things going here. Here it's intercepted. And Sorto plays it off for Lopez. Lopez moving into the area. Now we've got a whistle. And it's going to be a foul against the Toros. Crowd doesn't like it. This Toros had a golden opportunity there. Let's see what happened.
There's Sorto trying to bring it back in toward the middle.
It went in with the studs up, I think.
That'll do it. That'll do it every time, especially when you're fighting for possession there. Either player has the right to possess that ball. When it comes down to it, you've got to be protected. You come in, spikes up, you'll get a whistle every time.
Yeah, it was the right call. It'll be the foul number 9 on the Toros here in this first half. 43rd minute. Coach Cabrera urging on his troops. And Tambakis, who's had a busy first half, put this in play into the Toros into the field. Now it's Cedro Martinez trying to lob it forward, but there's going to be an offside flag come up.
That's a really good call by the line judge. You got to keep an eye on those forwards because they'll try to take every inch you give them. And you saw it there. Just took a step or two past that back line.
So Derek, who's a product of the Houston Dynamo Youth Academy and has played a couple seasons with the Dynamo, 32 years old, an experienced keeper, put this in play for the Toros. In fact, he played on the Dynamo's U.S. Open Cup winner back in 2018. And we got a free kick awarded. Oh, my goodness. United player took a shot on the beak there.
We're going to hand a yellow card out in response to it.
That's going to be on Elvis Amo.
Training staff will come out. See if they can get him patched up real quick. They're going to beckon him off, so we'll have a substitution.
So Amo, who is he's from Ghana, picked up the yellow. Coming off the field for United, that's Ryden. Take another look at it. Oh, he went up with the arm extended.
Yeah, rake that across
Amos
the bridge of that nose, and that'll be an easy way to get a tear right there.
So he'll have to wait till the bleeding stops before he can come back onto the field. Now, they didn't replace him, did they? So he can still come back in?
He could come back in as soon as they can get him patched up.
Yeah, so United will play with 10 men for the moment. Ryden one of their defenders, so they'll have 3 back. They have Yearwood, Hamilton, and Schwartz playing on the back line at the moment. This is Hamilton. Go over to Schwartz on the right side. Schwartz trying to get around his marker. Plays it forward to Guzman. And now to Martinez. Martinez sent it into the box. Headed out by the Toros. And chested down and controlled there by the Toros number 6, Murphy. We got a throw in here for United. 2 added minutes, by the way, here in stoppage time for the first half.
Looks like they got Ryden patched up. He's racing back out onto the pitch.
And a ball played forward for Amo. Now they work it here. This is Kuzain with it. Go over to Cerritos. Cerritos making a move into the box. See if he can center this. It does, but it's played by a defender. And now we've got a stoppage.
Looks like Cerritos might have just let that ball trickle out before he put it back in toward the middle. Sometimes it's a game of inches.
Oh, yes. And in soccer, yeah, the ball is considered out if once the entire ball goes over the white line. Same thing with a goal. It has to go completely over that goal line. About 20 seconds or so left in the first half. First half where both teams have had their moments, but the defenses have held so far. This ball played out to the left side for the Toros. They'll work that left wing. It's Lopez with it, sending it back. And the ball played out into touch after there was some nice pressing there against Grant Robinson. They left Robinson with no options, and United able to get the ball back here. They'll play it into the middle. This is Yearwood. And there's the whistle, and we are at halftime. So after one half of play, our score is the Toros 0 and New Mexico United 0. Both teams with opportunities. Several shots on goal by both teams in the first half. Some close calls, but no cigar for both teams as they head to the locker room at the end of half number 1. So we'll take a break, be back with some halftime entertainment for you. You're watching the USL Championship right here on ESPN+.
DHR Health is now safer than ever and continues to remain focused on one thing: providing exceptional care to our patients and community. No other hospital is trying harder to keep you safe. We're taking every action to ensure your safety with enhanced precautions, including 3 off-site COVID-19 units. Your health should never wait. Don't delay your health care. There is no reason to. Schedule your appointment today. DHR Health. For you, for life.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich. We got 3 chicken strips topped with Whataburger's own buffalo sauce, a little bit of buttermilk ranch, 2 slices of Monterey Jack cheese. The combination is just right.
It's crunchy and then it's spicy and then it's cool. Your mouth is exploding with flavor.
It just all works together, and then you add the cheese in there.
It kind of wakes me up, honestly. My goodness. I could see myself getting this every time I come here.
They're gonna go crazy for this thing. The Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich. It's back, and it's only for a limited time.
I wasn't going to let anything get in my way of achieving my goals, which were to be a professional soccer player. So the first opportunity I got at preseason, when a teammate asked if I was dating a girl or something, I just came out to a bunch of my teammates at dinner and said, no, I'm gay. All I needed to do was that one time, because then I didn't lie. Your sexuality should never limit you from playing the sport you love.
Early opportunity, early goal, RGV. Rodrigo takes the lead.
And welcome back here to HEB Park. We're at halftime. No score between the Rio Grande Valley FC Toros, the home team, and the visiting New Mexico United, but both teams with some chances. We saw some good end-to-end action, didn't we, Brian?
Yeah, I think you're looking for two teams that wanted to come out and try to establish some possession, establish what kind of offense and defense they were going to bring, and you saw that. Rodrigo Lopez doing a really nice job in the midfield. You saw Cedro Martinez come out and be aggressive his first game with a new club. A lot of good things to take from both sides. They had opportunities, a nice job of responding to each other.
Taking a look around the league, first of all, last night, Hartford, I noticed, beat New York, and one of the players who scored for Hartford, none other than Juan Carlos Obregon, a former Toro player, got into the score sheet last night. San Diego lost to Phoenix 4-1. San Diego will be the opponent for the Toros at their next home game coming up on Thursday. Sacramento beat the LA Galaxy 2-1-0. And then some other scores from around the league this evening. Final, Tampa Bay beat Charlotte 3-0. And then at halftime, Oklahoma City and Atlanta, no score. Also at the half, San Antonio FC on top of Colorado Springs 2-0. And then in the 62nd minute, mid-second half, Tulsa over Sporting Kansas City 2 by a score of 2-0. And then in the 90th minute, just entering stoppage time, the Indy 11 lead Birmingham 1-0 here in the USL. You know, some other news and notes around the league include this: the 2022 USL Championship expansion team, Queensboro FC, has announced it would open its inaugural season in a soccer-specific stadium that'll be in Queens, New York. It'll be a 7,500-seat stadium. It'll be on the campus of York College of the City University of New York. And it'll be home, has been designed in partnership with Populous, a leading global architecture firm that has created some of the world's best sporting facilities. And I read something interesting about Queens today. They have like 150 different nationalities represented amongst their citizenry up in Queens. So it's quite an eclectic place to visit.
That's amazing. And it shows the growth of soccer. When you've got the ability to bring in a program in an area like that, have a new squad playing in an area that's got so much economic and demographic diversity. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, 31 teams in the USL, and it just continues to grow. I think it's reaching an audience of about 84 million across the United States. 13 of the 31 teams are directly affiliated with Major League Soccer teams, including the Toros, who are tied with the Houston Dynamo. And so it's not unusual to see Dynamo players being loaned down to the Toros, or a Toros player get called up to the big squad. And New Mexico United, one of the teams that's not affiliated with an MLS team, but they do have some players with some MLS experience. Well, we're at the break. Let's take another break. We're at halftime, second half kickoff a few moments away. You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN+.
DHR Health is now safer than ever and continues to remain focused on one thing: providing exceptional care to our patients and community. No other hospital is trying harder to keep you safe. We're taking every action to ensure your safety with enhanced precautions, including 3 off-site COVID-19 units. Your health should never wait. Don't delay your health care. There is no reason to. Schedule your appointment today. DHR Health. For you, for life.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
HEB Park in Edinburg, Texas, the southern tip of Texas. and it's the home of the Rio Grande Valley FC Toros, who are looking for a win in their season opener, as are the New Mexico United, something neither team has done in their short histories. They've had some draws, but neither team has come out with a victory on day one. So both teams looking for that. Just a few minutes away from the second half kickoff. And Brian, I think we've got some highlights, don't we, of the first half?
Yeah, roll those first half highlights. Starting out here, Isidro Martinez, probably the best look anybody had in this one, takes a shot on goal. Derek comes up big. Coming down past that, take a look at what this New Mexico defense has been able to do. New Mexico United has been spectacular in cutting off the angles. Look right here, Robinson trying to center it. Beautiful job there by Kira of pushing that one wide, keeping it from happening. And moving back in, here's a good save by Derek, sliding out and taking that right off the leg of the forward. Coming back the other way, another replay of Derek. Another angle on that one. Spectacular job of bringing it forward. And there's the Toros trying to get a good angle there, but a nice job of punching that out by Tambakis. Just a spectacular job defensively. Gets his mitt, just enough hand to push that one away. What a spectacular performance we saw in the first half. Both teams had a couple of good opportunities. Both defenses came up big.
Yeah, we saw Schwartz there for United, who was stuffed by Derek on the breakaway down that left side of the box. And then at the other end, the Toros, Sorto, who had the deflected shot that managed to stay on net, and Tambakis kept his eye on it, deflecting it wide of the post. So, yeah, some great plays. Both goalkeepers coming up big there in the first half. And looking at some stats from the first half of play, we had the total shots favored United 4-3, shots on goal favored United 2-1. A lot of corner kicks in the first half. We had 5 for the Toros, 3 for United. No penalties awarded, but there were plenty of fouls, though. There were 18 fouls combined by the two teams, and a couple of bookings. Each team had one player go into the book. No reds, and we had one offside call on each team, and that's where we stand right now with 0-0 our score here at the break. And we mentioned earlier that these teams are used to close games. Their 2 previous matches back in 2019, they didn't meet last year, but in 2019 there was a 0-0 draw followed by a 1-1 draw in their 2 meetings. And this is the first of 4 meetings that they'll have this year. They won't see each other again after tonight until September 22nd, and on the 22nd and October 9th, both those games will be in Albuquerque, and then they'll be back here at HEB Park on October 23rd to play for the final time. 2 division rivals, both looking to get into the playoffs. For New Mexico United, it would be their 3rd straight year, and for the Rio Grande Valley, be their first time since 2016, their inaugural year, that they made it to the postseason show. So that's where we are right now. A pretty evenly matched game. The teams will switch in so as we get ready for the second half. Let's take one more break. You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN+.
DHR Health is now safer than ever and continues to remain focused on one thing: providing exceptional care to our patients and community. No other hospital is trying harder to keep you safe. We're taking every action to ensure your safety with enhanced precautions, including 3 off-site COVID-19 units. Your health should never wait. Don't delay your health care. There is no reason to. Schedule your appointment today. DHR Health. For you, for life.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich. We got 3 chicken strips topped with Whataburger's own buffalo sauce, a little bit of buttermilk ranch, 2 slices of Monterey Jack cheese. The combination is just right.
It's crunchy, and then it's spicy, and then it's cool. Your mouth is exploding with flavor.
It just all works together, and then you add the cheese in there.
It kind of wakes me up, honestly. My goodness. I could see myself getting this every time I come here.
They're gonna go crazy for this thing. The Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich. That's back, and it's only for a limited time.
And welcome back to HEB Park here in Edinburgh, Texas. Mark May with Brian Smith and the rest of our USL Championship production crew bringing you this season opener between the United and the Toros. Taking a look at the schedules for the two teams. For the Toros, beginning their first 3 games at home this year. After this one on Thursday night, they'll take on San Diego Loyal, and that'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff local time. And then on Sunday, May 16th, they'll be at home against San Antonio FC before they go on the road for the next 3 matches. Won't be back at home till June the 12th. New Mexico United, as we mentioned earlier, and there we see the upcoming schedule there for the Toros. And then for United, they're going to start the first 2 on the road. So after tonight, they go to El Paso to take on Locomotive FC. And then they've got their first home match since 2019. That'll be on May 15th against the Austin Bold. Then they're at Colorado Springs before they host Loudoun United on May 29th, and they visit the Real Monarchs in Utah on June the 4th. And the Monarchs are a tough team. They were the champions of the USL 2 years ago when they got in their last full season. Of course, last year the championship was canceled due to COVID. And so the Real Monarchs, I guess the current USL champion, you could say, as the teams are out there to play. And that's going to make for a tough division for both these two, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think if you're 2 teams like New Mexico United and the Toros, you're really trying to establish who you are within your division. So when you've got arguably one of the best teams, the reigning title holder within your conference, a great chance to show the progress you're making and to put kind of your stamp on that you are a team that can play big.
Looks like a substitution maybe here for the United.
Looks like Justin Schmidt getting some last-minute instructions there. Oh, correction, that's number 11, Sergio Rivas, excuse me. So Rivas looking to check in here, likely to open the second half.
And he's a midfielder, and they are going to bring out number 23, Azita. Strikes me as a little bit of a surprise because it seems like Azita got quite a few touches in the first half, but maybe just Coach Lassane wants to get some more players some action out there.
Chance to get a fresh set of legs out there as well, because these two squads, they came off the pitch and sat for about 15 minutes. Sometimes that can stiffen those legs up. So if you can get a fresh set of legs in there, especially to replace someone like Akita, who was really covering a lot of ground, might breathe some life into your offense.
Yeah, it could be. We're underway here in the second half. And by the way, if you're wondering who all is in the division, it's the Mountain Division with these 2 teams. And we mentioned the Real Monarchs, also San Antonio FC, El Paso Locomotive, and Austin. So there's 4 Texas teams in the division, and then also Colorado Springs is in there too. So we've got a team from 4 from Texas and then 1 each from Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico, making up that Mountain Division.
It'll be interesting to watch here in the second half and see the type of adjustments that Coach Cabrera and Coach Lassane have made. They kind of a little bit of a chess match in the first half, some back and forth, a nice job of really trying to stretch the opposing defense. Now, I think this is the time to attack. You've seen what the opposing defense can do. Now can you find a weakness that you can exploit?
It's kind of like in boxing. Usually the first 3 rounds are kind of throwaway rounds, so they just feel each other out. Now the fighters have moved into the mid part of the bout, and they're ready to really swing the gloves. So we'll see what happens here. We did see some attacks where fullbacks were running forward with attacks in the first half, and we'll look for more of that here in the second half as well. United with a pass over here to the right wing. This is Martinez with it. Martinez with some space will send it into the box. A dangerous play and a collision, and we got the whistle. This will probably be against United. It will. The officials always looking to protect those keepers anytime they get into a collision with a player.
And Devin Sandoval really attacking with some force here. Derek comes out. Sandoval brings that right into the middle of his chest.
And you notice Derek didn't take any chances. He used a double punch there, did not try to catch that. So he anticipated the collision. And Martinez, I'm really impressed with his kicks. I mean, he can just put it in the sweet spot. As we have another ball come into the area, picked up by Derek, and we're going to have another free kick awarded to the Toros.
Sandoval got mixed up there just on the cusp of the box. Looks like he was colliding pretty heavily there with Rodrigo Lopez. They'll give the free kick to the Toros there.
And it looks like United being much more aggressive here in the early going of this second half. We saw them being kind of tentative, and it was the Toros controlling the action in the early part of the first half. But it's a United show right now in the opening minutes of the second. Here's Martinez, who swung all the way over to the left side now. He'll play it back for his midfielder to Guzman, and now it goes all the way back to the center back is Ryden. Ryden, who took the shot on the nose earlier, but seems okay. Here come the Toros back. Lopez with it. Nice little move in the midfield. Buys himself some space. Over to the right wing now. Chance here for the Toros. Two markers there on Cerritos, and they're able to dispossess him and then clear it upfield. The Toros had something developing there before United able to break it up. Martinez, who we mentioned is from Brownsville, got a touch there. Now it's sent back to Yearwood. Yearwood with a little bit of trouble there as the Toros were pressing. They get a turnover here quickly. Pass over to the left side. This is Sorto into the box and headed out by United.
Great job responding there if you're Robinson, as that pass got a little bit wide for New Mexico United. He steps right up and builds that attack for the Toros.
Yeah, Rivas, who just came onto the pitch, and you can see Ryden there with the standing in front of his goalkeeper with the bandage on his nose. By the way, this will be corner kick number 6 now for the Toros. They're going to put 5 in the box. Tambakis, the keeper, playing well off his line. And they'll send this one short. Here's Murphy, send it into the box, and a nice punch out by Tambakis. Toro still with a chance here. Kuzain with it here, trying to get the turn. And then the ball goes into touch. It'll be another corner kick.
And both teams have spent a significant amount of time in that true fit corner. You're seeing again right there. Beautiful job. Look at Tambakis punching that one away, making sure to clear it out so you don't get a rebound that can find its way to the back of the net. So now Juan Kuzain going to get an opportunity to reset this.
Yeah, Kuzain, who's a Malaysian in-swinger. There's a header, another touch, and it goes over the bar. That was Cerritos, who tried to get that little touch on it after the header by Amo. Amo, a tall player, 6'2", was able to beat everyone with the header, and then Cerritos would have been a nice, pretty goal if he'd been able to deflect this one the way he wanted. You see Amos going sky high, and then Cerritos came over for the final touch.
Could not quite get enough foot on that ball. Ended up catching it off the top, so that floats a little high. Gotta love the effort, though, if you're the Toros.
51st minute now. Still no score, but as we've seen, a lot of action on both ends. United with possession here. This is Rivas. Rivas, the sub, who just came in. We'll send it back to Hamilton. Now Guzman will send this one back. Center back Ryden will come up. Ryden's pass deflected a little bit. Now stolen. Grant Robinson with it. Spin move, falls down. Able to pass it off to the right. And Kuzain will send it to the right wing. That's Cerritos there. Giving Cerritos a little bit of space, but not letting him get by. So it goes back to Riley. Toros will try it again, working in the midfield. Lopez with the through ball. Cerritos now with one marker. Finds Kuzain, who's cutting through. Kuzain tried to do a little drop pass for Riley, but it was cleared out by Yearwood. So Yearwood, a good job there defending, coming back, staying on that, and he was able to make a play. Be a throw in here for the Toros. Yeah, the action definitely percolating here in the second half. Both teams looking for that opener. It's Riley going on to it, and Yearwood blocks that one out of play. It'll be another corner kick. This will be number 8 now for the Toros.
Something to watch for New Mexico United. They've got 5 players up and the reserve keeper all kind of stretching and jogging over there. So plenty of guys could come in and give them some key minutes if they need to get some fresh legs.
6 in the box for the Toros. They play this out to the left. And it go all the way over to the left side of the field. That's Cabezas with it. Send it into the area. Nice header there by Schwartz. Toros trying to regain control, but they're going to have to send it all the way back to Derek. It's well outside of his area. The Houston native will send this deep into kind of a no man's land there. None of the Toros running onto that. It'll go out for a goal kick. We're in the 53rd minute, no score. Players need to stay hydrated, as do the coaches. We did mention the humidity, as it was raining quite a bit yesterday and even this morning. And there's, as you were talking about, you see a lot of players getting warmed up there on the pitch. Tambakis with the goal kick. Sandoval tried to get the header on it, but the Toros win the ball. Quickly, they send it forward. Here running onto it is Amo. Amo dispossessed there by Ryden. Good job by Ryden there to dispossess him, even though he was behind him. That goes to Moreno. And then the Toros play it back forward, but they lose it into touch.
Like Hamilton wanted to try to take that for a moment. He'll be overruled. Harry Schwartz will come in and put that one in. I like this kind of back and forth you're seeing here between the Toros and United. A nice job of kind of punch, counter punch, seeing what the other team will let you do.
Saw a shot of Coach Cabrera, the head coach of the Toros, there a moment ago. Here's a chance there. Lopez with a shot, and that's just wide. Lopez gave it a go from about 25 yards and just wide to the right side.
When you've got somebody with the experience of Rodrigo Lopez with the ball at his feet, give him the green light, and you see it there. He had enough space, just got that probably a little bit too far off the inside of his toe, so it hooks out. When you got a good look like that, you got to take it.
Yeah, and you saw Tambakis had come well out to try to close the angle there. That may have affected Lopez's decision to try to hit that corner. Ball controlled now. That's Martinez with it for United. Send it over to the left side. Here's some space here for United. That's Suggs with it. He dispossessed there by Lopez. Then Lopez's pass intercepted, and United coming right back. This is the Rivas, the midfielder. Oh, to Moreno. Moreno unable to get turned, so he'll play it back. Rivas able to get a turn on his marker. Lob it over for Martinez, and now goes to the right side. Schwartz, who's come forward. And Schwartz has it kicked away from him. Good defending there. That was Grant Robinson for the Toros. Able to send it upfield. Now Amo will play it inside for Sorto. Nice little one touch. Doesn't materialize in anything, and the Toros forced to play it back. United with a three-man back line, still holding firm there as Cerritos plays into the middle. And it works its way back to Robinson, the left back. Lob it forward, was trying to get it to Amo or Sorto, but it went in between them right to Hamilton. So United with possession now. And Ryden will send it over to the left side. Here comes Suggs. Suggs will put on the sprint and feed it to Moreno. Quick passing by United is Rivas. Some space to work with. Now to Martinez, who's moved inside a little bit. He'll work his way back out to the right wing and play it over to Schwartz. United being very patient here, content to pass the ball around, trying to stretch out that Toros defense and looking for a seam. We've got a stoppage now as a player is down for United.
Juan Guzman got a little wrapped up as he was trying to round that corner. Had kind of a really awkward little cartwheel over his shoulder. Take a look right here. A little bit of contact there. You see the roll just kind of twists his shoulder as he goes down.
That was Amo again. We saw him earlier. He got a yellow when he kind of extended his arm in a jump and looked like he was extending his arm again on that play. Needs to be careful.
Almost carrying a yellow already, so he's got to be especially careful. Second yellow, and that's going to end his evening. Guzman back up, just needed a minute to catch his breath.
Guzman from Bogota, Colombia. Last played for Oklahoma City Energy last year. That's the team that beat the Toros in the playoffs. One time they made it. Guzman making 15 appearances for New Mexico United last year. Here's the free kick taken by Martinez over to the left side. Goes over everyone. Hamilton is chasing on this one now, but the official's blown his whistle. This looks like it'll be a free kick to the Toros.
It's going to come to Derek. Looked like he had, again, kind of slipped a little too far forward. Flag went up offside.
Oh, United able to send this back. This looks like that was Moreno sent it into the middle where it's intercepted by Lopez for the Toros. Now Cerritos trying to make some room on the right wing. Runs out of real estate. It'll be United ball. And it comes to Guzman. Guzman to Rivas now. And Rivas will send it back. It was a little bit dangerous there. Some Toros were in the area. Schwartz with some space here. Now it's played back. And the official has blown it dead. Not sure what the stoppage was. Was it a substitution? No?
Didn't see anybody come on.
And I don't see a player down like an injury either.
It's a little bit of admonishment.
It looks like this is going to be a drop ball. I wonder if there's some kind of inadvertent whistle maybe. But they drop it there back to United. And so we resume play again. 60th minute here at HEB Park. No score. United on the move. Nice little dummy there by Martinez to Schwartz, but it doesn't materialize. Gets played back as Hamilton will play this into the middle. Some pinball passing here by United. Riley with a good hitter there as United was trying to get it to the open side of the field. Cerritos will send it into the middle for Murphy. Oh, then trying to work the pass back to Cerritos. Cerritos running forward as it was passed back, and United ends up with it. And now they've drawn the foul and get a free kick.
Very quick to start it back up.
We've seen that a couple of times when United's had those chances. Sending it over to the left wing. They got a space there for Suggs. Able to get around Cerritos. Work his way into the middle. Rivas will touch it over to Guzman, and then it gets back to Yearwood. Yearwood's going to try the right side now. He's got a player, Schwartz, in the middle. Got a header on it. And it goes out of play. It'll be a goal kick. That was a nice pass of about probably about 40, 45 yards right here from Yearwood to Schwartz running into the area.
Good job of coming under that by Robinson as well, preventing Schwartz from having a good look at net.
Yeah, if Schwartz had been able to settle that, that would have been a great opportunity there. So Derek, who's 6'3", 185 out of Houston, as we mentioned, has played a couple of seasons with the Dynamo, played on their U.S. Open Cup winner about 3 seasons ago. And they've got another United player who's been shaken up.
Looked like he might have had the wind knocked out of him, lost his feet, came down just flat on his back, and that can push all the air out of your lungs. Might need a second just to kind of grasp where you are. Here at beautiful HEB Park, seats 9,700 fans. Limited fan attendance right now due to social distancing. But a beautiful park here in Edinburgh, Texas. Outside of what you're seeing here with the Toros, it also hosts concerts, high school sporting events for a region that has 1.3 million people in it.
Yeah, I think Ricky Martin and Enrique Iglesias going to be performing here in September. And the fans will be excited about that. 62nd minute now. United and the Toros looking to give the fans something to shout about. So both still looking for a goal. This is Schwartz over here on the right touchline. Tried to turn there, collided with Sorto. Sorto wins the ball for the Toros. Toros coming down. They've got 5 on the break here with 4 defenders back. A chance here. This is lobbed into the right side. It's open. There's a shot blocked in front. Tabakis tried to get it, and now it's out of the area. Toros still with a chance. Here's Murphy on the right side. Suggs marking him. Riley trying to get turned, able to split two defenders now, and then has the ball kicked out and gets the corner kick. So the Toros with aggressive attacking right there, and some great plays there by Riley. All win themselves a corner kick. I think that was Cerritos who had his shot blocked.
And give Riley a sticker for his kid after that one. With spectacular job of maintaining possession through a lot of contact. And now Toros setting up shop in that true fit corner. Juan Couzain going to take this one.
Yeah, Couzain sends an in-swinger in there. Riley gets a header on it. It's still in the box. Now sent out, and Rivas clears for United. Another chance here for the Toros. This is Lopez. Send it onto the goal. This is onside. Cerritos trying to get a hold of it, and it's cleared away by Martinez.
Talk about living on the edge right there.
Ooh.
This Mexico United defense is letting all kinds of things happen in the box.
Look at this. I mean, at a glance, he looks offside there, but the flag stayed down, and Martinez cleared it. That was a great chance there for Carter Manley. Chested that down, but unable to get in front of the ball to where he could send it netward.
A little more than halfway there, and this New Mexico United defense is living on a prayer in the box the last couple of minutes.
I think there was a movie called The Year of Living Dangerously. This is the match of Living Dangerously for United. This is Sorto with it for the Toros. Sorto's going to send this forward. Man running onto it. That's Couzain. Sends it across the middle. Goes all the way through. Kind of threaded the needle there inadvertently. The Toros are set up on the right side now. It's played back to Murphy. Murphy able to split the defense there and chip it into the box. Here's Amos trying to get a turn. Shoots, and it's deflected. Goal! A goal for the Toros! Amo with the goal. It's deflected in, and the Toros lead it 1-0 in the 65th minute.
Well, you've heard of a seeing eye single in baseball. That's a seeing eye goal. Somehow deflects that one up and over. Crowd goes wild. And think about this. Tambakis did everything he could with that. That had a rebound and then a bounce that he couldn't do much with it over the top of his head, and somehow gets just enough English on it to tuck that into the corner. What a goal.
Yeah, Tambakis, yeah, you do have to kind of feel for him here. He did everything he could, and Amo able to get the turn on that. Here it is again. He said nice job of settling the ball right there, and able to get turned, and then his shot would probably have been low on the ground, but instead it chips up into the air when it went off the defender. That was Ryden, and into the far side of the net.
It looked like as Ryden was putting his foot down, that ball came in, and it just kind of bounced up and wide. And Tambakis has to shake his head. But no fault of his own. He did everything he could do defensively there. That is a special kind of goal.
That was a nice one. Now we're going to see a second sub here made by United, and this will be their Serbian player. That's Ilic coming on, Elijah Ilic. He'll come onto the field. So two subs now made by United here. We're in the 66th minute. Toros have the opener. And Ilic, a midfielder, I'm guessing he's probably maybe an attacking midfielder, as United going to be looking for the equalizer here with 25 minutes to go. But Amo opening the scoring. He's from Ghana. Opens the scoring for the 2021 season for the Toros. Derek, the keeper, will play this over to the right side. And United wins the ball there. Rivas with it. Send it up for Guzman. Now trying to get it to Martinez. Martinez dispossessed by Riley. Back come the Toros. Amo will play it back, and he'll run forward. They get it to Robinson now, the left back. And Robinson will turn and fire it back to one of the center backs. That's Cabezas. And now Manley with it. Back to Cabezas. So Manley will send it over the United players who were pressing. Riley will head it forward. Now it's something here for United as Martinez plays it over to Suggs. And Suggs forced to send it back to Yearwood. Rivas in the middle, being pressured by Sorto. Sliding tackle attempt by Couzain. But United still with the ball. Suggs with it. Play it outside to the left. That's Martinez. We've seen Martinez all over the field in this game. And the ball works its way back to Yearwood. This is what United likes to do, kind of a tiki-taka kind of offense here. They'll play it all over the field, get their defense involved, and try to stretch out the opposing team. Toros now with possession. This is Cerritos with it. Suggs with the sliding tackle. Now it's played back to Yearwood. He'll go into the middle for Rivas. There's a Toros player there. And a collision, and this looks like it'll be a free kick in a dangerous position here for the Toros, and Rivas kind of mad at himself.
That's going to be a big spot for the Toros. Rivas probably would have been a little better off keeping that one at his feet, not going down for the slide quite so early. In doing so, takes the feet right out from under the Toros.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to push the ball upfield before the Toros player Sorto got there, but yeah, you ended up making connection with Sorto and causing the foul. That'll be the 13th whistle against the United team.
Well, now a great opportunity for the Toros, about 15, 20 feet outside of the box. It's Puro 956 night here in Edinburgh in the opener, and the fans, 956 being the local area code, have certainly gotten to see plenty of activity here.
I'm sure the United fans were wondering why 956, but yeah, that's the area code here in South Texas.
The local fans are getting to show their 956 pride after that goal, and perhaps another opportunity here if Cousin can build something.
So 4 men in the wall for United. And Amo will kind of stand next to that wall. And sometimes teams will like to put one of their own players in the wall and just have him step aside at the last second, kind of blocking the keeper's view and trying to see if they can get a shot right through that lane. But now the Toro players kind of step away from the wall. Here's the approach. Here's a shot over the wall and a save made. Big save by Tembakis. Had to go to full stretch, a nice technique to pop it over the bar.
I've been really impressed with what you're seeing from Tembakis in net. It's got a lot of athleticism. You're getting a really good look at it here. Take a look at this. Cousin does a really nice job of putting this right on goal, and Tembakis, full extension, punches that over the top.
That was a near-perfect kick by Cousin. I mean, right over the wall, and it dipped just under the crossbar. But Tembakis rose to the occasion quite literally. Here's the free kick from the corner. Headed up in the air. There's a shot, and it's going to be wide. And it looked like Cousin again there, trying with his left foot to volley that one toward the goal, but it goes wide. Cousin's had a good game. It's coming from Illinois, originally from Malaysia. Having a good game here tonight for the Toros. 71st minute, 1-0 Toros. Thanks to a 65th minute goal by Elvis Amo. Kind of wonder what his dad's favorite rock and roll star was when at the time he was born.
I'll tell you what, he's got this New Mexico United defense all shook up right now after that goal.
Now, don't be cruel. Another substitution here. This is United. This is going to be their third. And they're taking, well, it's a little bit of confusion. They flashed Rivas as, no, this is a Toros substitution. I was going to say Rivas is already on the field. But the Toros are going to make a sub. They're going to take Cerritos out.
Vicente Sanchez is going to replace him.
Yeah, Vicente Sanchez. Talk about him for a moment. He's 41 years old. He's out there playing with the little guys, the young guys. He's 20 years old. He could be the father of some of these guys. Oh, and it looks like Brian Brown's going to check in for United. Brian Brown, another forward. So United trying to bolster their offense as they make their last sub. And there we see Vicente Sanchez. Yeah, 41 years old. He's from Uruguay, from Montevideo, Uruguay. So we see that go out. It's going to be a corner for United. And he's had, I think, 31 caps with the Uruguayan national team, has played in some World Cup qualifiers. He played on a Copa Libertadores champion out of Uruguay, which is kind of the South American equivalent to the Champions League that you see in Europe. I mean, that's a big deal. This guy brings a lot of leadership to this Toros team.
No doubt something Coach Cabrera is really happy to bring, that kind of veteran leadership. It's like having a coach on the pitch with your team.
73rd minute now, corner kick, true fit corner for United. That's Moreno taking it. They get a header, a little bit of it. Brown able to get his head on the ball as it goes out of play. Had a defender wrapped all over him. So it was good defending there by, looks like Cabezas. We'll take another look at it here.
Beautiful corner right into the box. Nice job, though, of rising up and getting a clean head on that.
Brown, by the way, just came in from Sandy Bay, Jamaica. His last club was a team in Albania, over in southeastern Europe. This goal kick by Derek, kind of a line drive taken by United, and they have an opportunity here in the 74th minute. Pass it over to the left side. And Moreno will send it down to Ilic, who came onto the pitch just a few minutes ago. Ilic from Serbia, from Belgrade, Serbia. Now Toros with a chance. Over on the right side, that's Sanchez with it. Sanchez going to left footer into the box. Oh, a nice touch there by Sorto, but it goes over the net.
And that's the veteran leadership of Sanchez right there. He saw that he didn't have numbers. 4 yellow kits surrounding him. What does he do? Cuts back in toward the middle and then finds Sorto slipping forward. And that just off the toe of Sorto. But that is all Vicente Sanchez.
Oh, that would have been something special if Sorto had been able to put that in front of the goal mouth. Ball put back in play. And we've really seen some good action here in this second half. That was a great touch by Sanchez a moment ago. Here's Ilic will send this one forward. Or excuse me, it's played to Ilic. And Ilic has it kicked away from him by Manley. Now Guzman recovers it, gets it to Suggs, who has time, settles into the box, headed out by Manley. Now Rivas for United, send it back to Suggs. Suggs will chip it into the box for Moreno. Moreno unable to do anything with it. He'll send it back to Rivas. He'll try it into the box, but it's headed out there by the Toros. And a shot taken is going to be wide to the left.
Well, that one was from Diego Rocha, recently checked in. Correction, not Rocha. That is Daniel Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce.
For New Mexico United, fresh check-in, trying to get himself into it right away, putting a boot. Just have to really appreciate the effort on both sides. It is a humid night here in Edinburgh, Texas. These two teams expelling all the energy they can muster.
And that previous shot, that close-up of Derek, you could see all the divots on the pitch in front of his net. We've seen a lot of action in front of the goal on both sides here tonight. Brown, as he's falling down, able to send this over to the left side. That's Suggs with it against Murphy. Forced to play it off to Rivas. He'll give it a go. And it'll go over the bar. So played that one over. We're down to the last 15 minutes now. United is still looking for their first goal. So Rivas sent that one way too high.
Perhaps a little bit of desperation here for New Mexico United. If they've got a look, they're going to try to take it, even if it's not perhaps the best look they would have been looking for early on.
Yeah, that's a good point. You never know when there could be a rebound, could be an odd bounce. We saw the Toros goal. They got a nice deflection off a defender that aided that goal. Here's the Toros winning the ball here. Manley sent this forward. This is Amo, the goal scorer, with it now on the left side. Trying to work some magic there. Tried a little scissors dribble, but Ryden kicks it away from him. It'll go over to Suggs. Suggs with acres of space to work with. Waiting for some reinforcements now. Played to Rivas. Rivas will work it to the right side. And now it's sent forward to Bruce. Bruce, the midfielder, just came on. Nutmegs 2 players all the way to Derek. And Derek's going to pick it up.
Really nice veteran move there by Derek as well, to wait and not pick that up until the defender forces you to.
Yeah, why not make them expel a little bit more energy? Use a few extra seconds off the clock. 12 minutes from full time now as Suggs moves to the left side against Murphy, trying to work around him, able to send it into the box, but Manley there waiting for it. Will play it safely into touch.
Quickly back in there by United. No let up with them. They are applying the pressure, especially when they find themselves in their offensive third, forcing the Toros to really stay after it.
Rivas back to Moreno. Now it's to Illich in the box. His first touch too heavy, and he loses possession. Manley able to clear it. Amo at midfield finds Sorto. Sorto go over to the right side. It's Sanchez over there. 41-year-old Uruguayan going one-on-one against Yearwood. And he'll play it off to the right, and it works its way quickly. Nice one-touch passing here. And it goes all the way over to, looks like Lopez. Now United wins possession, and Rivas play it back into the middle toward Guzman. And here's a nice chip downfield, trying to get it to Brown. Brown with a good settle there, and then is tripped up from behind. The play will continue. Brown appealing for a call, but play goes on.
I think that's the right call there. There was contact, but Brown kind of flailed himself out a little bit more. If he had tried to stay his ground a little bit better and still gone down, he might have been able to get that call.
Amo tried to play it there in the middle, but United with extra numbers able to win the ball back. And they'll generate another attack here as Moreno able to turn. Fired over to the right side, and Hamilton will guide it over to Ryden. Now Rivas with it. Rivas able to turn. Toros content to kind of settle back on their end of the pitch right now. They've got the 1-goal lead here in the 80th minute. Ball is chipped over to the right side to Brown. Gets it to Bruce. Bruce will send it into the middle. No one there for United, and Manley is able to clear it. It's over the head of Yearwood, and he'll play it back to his keeper. So Ryden will send it to the left, back to Yearwood. Now Rivas with it. Rivas doesn't try to turn, didn't want to risk giving up the ball there close to his own box. So he'll send it back, and it goes forward. Now Bruce here with a chance, running against the Toros, able to beat 2 markers, but not the third marker. And it goes over to the left side. Guzman gets it to Suggs. Suggs against Murphy here. Suggs able to work his way to the left to send a nutmeg into the box where it's cleared out. They had a collision between 2 players. I think the Toros player got the worst of that, but able to clear the ball. And they're going to call a free kick here for the Toros. That's Murphy who's shaken up.
And Murphy had his legs cut right out from under him. You see it there. When you're playing at full speed, that contact can be pretty devastating. You see it here as Murphy gets that right to the hip and then that left leg.
Yeah, that'll leave a bruise, I'm sure. Moreno in the collision with him. And now we see the third sub here made by the Toros. And Sorto will come out. Sorto's had a pretty good game. And number 18 will come on. This is Adrian Vera, who's from California.
Looks like the other substitution there, pending to let in now as Elvis. Amo's going to come out. He'll be replaced by number 14, Babu Karjay. Babu Karjay, another African player. He's from Gambia. Amo, the goal scorer, is from Ghana, both in West African nations. And the Toros, after the restart with possession here. Murphy plays it forward. Nice little one touch there. They got a give and go. Here they're trying to work out for Sanchez. And Sanchez against Yearwood, trying to find some space. Oh, Yearwood, a nice job to stuff that and keep it in play. And United back on the move here. It was a good play by Yearwood. Now it's Ryden sends it forward to Rivas. Jay just onto the pitch, able to steal that ball and run forward. Make a nuisance of himself there as he's tripped up at the edge of the box.
Bruce with it, sends it back in for United. United will play it back safely to number 4, Hamilton. He'll switch it over to the left side of the field. That'll be Guzman. Send it to Suggs at the midfield area. Guzman still with it, going to send this forward. Brown was streaking forward, but the ball knocked down by the Toros. Murphy with it here with some space. Yearwood, nice sliding tackle there to put that into touch. 83rd minute now. Toros hoping their goal will hold up. Here's another look at that. I see Yearwood slide in there. Got the ball first. Make it a good defensive play. And this will be a throw in here for the Toros. Throw in goes to the new player, Veta, who falls down. It goes out for a goal kick.
Tabaka's going to be quick to put this one back in play. As that clock continues to tick, and if you're New Mexico United, you have got to get something building a little bit now. It's been all Toros here over the last about 15 minutes of play leading to that goal.
And Jay coming over to press Bruce. Ball goes out into touch. And Bruce will quickly throw it back in. Robinson missed going after that ball, but it's cleared by Cabezas. And then United ends up under so much pressure, they end up playing it out. And it'll be Toros' ball now. So Robinson will throw it in. We're in the 84th minute now. Toros looking for what could become their first victory in a season opener in their short history of the franchise. This is the 6th season for the Toros. In the previous 5, they have lost once and drawn 4 times in their season openers. A nice sliding clearance there by Riley. United back on the attack. Brown is a one-touch to Illich. Then Manley's able to clear it a little bit. Then Riley able to send it upfield where Veta will play it. Was trying to get it to his teammate Riley, but it goes into touch. 5.5 minutes left in full time. There will be some stoppage time added, no doubt. We've had a goal. We've had some substitutions and several players who've been shaken up. United Suggs playing it back. Riley heads this one forward. It goes to Rivas now in the midfield. He'll send it all the way over to the right side of the field where Hamilton will send it over to Bruce. Back to Hamilton. Jay pressing him a bit. They send it forward to Brown. And the ball squeezes over to Lopez. Lopez going to try the right side. A little too far for Jay, where Hamilton will send this ball forward to Brown with a little bit of space to work with. Able to get around his marker, and a shot, a curler, is just wide. If he'd been able to put a little more on that, it might have gone inside that far post.
You see that big breath and a little smile from Brown. He had a good opportunity here. Perhaps might have waited just another second before trying to put a foot on that. Ends up floating that one just a little bit wide. Quick substitution now for United as Schmidt will come in.
Justin Schmidt, a defender. And he'll play left back, it looks like. Who came off? It looks like Hamilton came off. So they've got Ryden at the back, Yearwood, and Schmidt. In fact, they flipped Yearwood over from the left back to right back, it looks like. And Schmidt over there now at the left back. So
Yearwood's had himself quite a game. We've talked about him quite a bit, doing a really nice job of getting in the passing lanes.
Yeah, he's been a definitely a force there on the defense for United this evening. Here's Suggs with a lot of space. He's going to try to get it all the way over to Bruce, but it's headed forward by the Toros. That goes from Robinson to Jay. Jay's just come on, and now the ball sent forward. And the Tembak is going to come out to play that one. He's able to allow it to go into his area a little bit so he can use his hands on it. And United with another chance here. Ahead to Bruce. Bruce going one-on-one there against Robinson. Ball goes out of play, and the Toros have won the ball. We're now in the 88th minute.
In the words of Journey, this is the final countdown. As United has got to build something here. Great job there by Robinson of finding the backside of Bruce there and able to carry that one forward before Bruce can turn on it.
Bruce, a midfielder for this United team. It's a second-half substitute. It's from England, actually. Warrington, England. Chance here for United. This is Moreno with it, with some space. Gets it to Brown. Brown seemed to hold up there a bit as he turned and looked over. I think he might have thought he was offside, but the flag did stay down. Here's the Toros with a chance here. This is a 3 against 4. A little bit of space. Nice back heel there, but the United ready for it. Jay getting on top of it, and then United wins the ball for the moment, but there's a whistle. This is going to be a free kick in a dangerous spot here for the Toros with only about 2 minutes to go before full time.
It looks like Vicente Sanchez is going to take that. That's a really smart move if you're Coach Cabrera. Get your very experienced veteran player. Allow him to kind of pick apart this defense for a second and see what they can muster.
Next game for the Toros will be this Thursday. And a dangerous kick here, a dangerous position here, 25 yards out it looks like. Going to be 4 men in the wall for United. Looks like Sanchez and Lopez there. Sanchez will take the kick toward the goal, and it's going to be just wide. He gave it a good go there, but it'll be a goal kick here now for United. It's now approaching the 90th minute. And Jay putting on some pressure there for the Toros. United able to work it out to the left side. And it comes to Guzman. Guzman will send this one forward, trying to get it to Illich. Kind of misplayed there. And now we've got a foul called. Sanchez able to draw the foul against Schmidt. And it'll be another free kick here for the Toros. That's going to be 16 fouls now against this New Mexico United team. And Sanchez, as we mentioned, a lot of experience, has played professionally in Mexico, professionally in Uruguay. Able to draw that foul. They play it over for Sanchez. I think the referee had not allowed them to restart as yet. They'll have to re-kick.
Coach Lassane having a conversation with the line judge, really trying to plead his case that his team needs to have the opportunity to be a little bit physical here, wanting the officials to maybe swallow that whistle just a little bit.
And the Toros kind of conservatively play this back, but here's Riley with some space on the right wing. I think looking more just to kind of burn time a little bit more rather than create a scoring opportunity. Ball will go out of play, and this will be a goal kick here for United. We're see Lassane looking concerned for his New Mexico United team. Could be facing an opening season loss here. So we've gone into stoppage time. I've not seen it indicate of how, oh, there it is, 4 minutes. Going to have 4 minutes of stoppage. We figured it would be a fair amount. And Rivas with a nice move there, but the referee's already blown his whistle. This will be a free kick here for the Toros.
And James Murphy got the worst of that collision. Took him a second to kind of gather his wits about him. Draws the whistle.
And James Murphy, who's from New Jersey, I'm sure is not used to this humidity. Saw his jersey in that close-up. He is soaked. Looks like he went into the shower with his clothes on. And here's Jay. Is able to bring this ball down. Play it into the area. Chance there. Nice save by Tambakis.
Yeah, Sanchez had a really good look at that. Put a nice boot with a little bit of right-handed English on it. Tambakis, look at this. Cuts the angle off to the inside, then reaches out. He's able to protect the net falling away.
Yeah, I was going for that far post. And, wow, he is something else. He's so creative and still has a terrific touch. You know, I love him being out there because I think one example he's probably setting, he's showing these players, hey, it's not all about power. You know, if you've got that touch, if you've got the placement, you can score goals. Here, this is played into Jay. We're in stoppage time. The Toro is able to win the ball through here, and there's a shot that's going to be high. That was a good opportunity there. That was the new guy, Adrian Vetta, who just came onto the pitch. 24 years old, out of California. And here's a steal by Sanchez, and that's played out. Boy, Sanchez being a one-man wrecking crew here in this second half. We played 2 minutes of stoppage. You got 2 minutes left here, and New Mexico United still trying to get out of their own end of the field.
I'll say this much. He doesn't look 41 out there. He is mixing it up like a guy half his age.
This will be corner kick number 11 in this game for the Toros. And look, the Toros not even, they've got one player in the box, and that's at the top of the box. I mean, no, look at that shot there. Not a single blue jersey. This ball played in quickly and then quickly back into touch. And look how quickly United is going to set it up for them.
That's kind of Lopez.
Yeah, that's very nice. There's only about 1 minute of stoppage left. They'll put it into Jay. That's always tough on the defense there. Jay able to work around a couple of markers. Now able to split the defense, and United wins the ball finally. It's really tough in that area because a hard kick by a defender just puts it right back into touch. It's so hard to win the ball in that area. Now here's Sanchez again, or rather Lopez. And Lopez kicks it into the area, but United there to clear it out. United trying to get it to Brown. I think there's going to be a foul called in this area, but I think it's going to be a free kick for the Toros. So it looked like Brown ran over a couple of players.
Yeah, Brown just drove Juan David Cabezas into the ground trying to get some clearance onto that ball. And now the Toros can take their sweet and innocent time getting restarted.
Mm-hmm. So Elvis Amo, the goal scorer tonight, looks like that might hold up for the game winner. So we're almost at 4 minutes of stoppage. There's Vera with control there. Jay on the left side. Able to split two defenders, run inside, able to get around a third marker. Not interested in trying to score, though, at this point. Playing some good disciplined soccer at this point, and it goes out of play. It'll be another corner kick.
Talk about playing with some real experience there. Jay working it to the corner and then holding it there, forcing the defense to come to him. And anything that goes out is likely going to be off a defender.
And there's the whistle. And the Toros have won it. 1-0 over New Mexico United. Terrific all-around game by the Toros tonight. Generated some chances on offense. Came up with some big plays on defense. And even at the end, playing some disciplined soccer to burn up that stoppage time. New Mexico United also with some great plays that they made, but unable to get it past the keeper, Tyler Derrick, who opens the season with a clean sheet here for the Toros. So it looks like we need to take a quick break, be back with our post-game in just a moment. Toros win the season opener here over New Mexico United, 1-0, and you're watching the USL Championship on ESPN+.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank? Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
Trying harder to keep you safe. We're taking every action to ensure your safety with enhanced precautions, including 3 off-site COVID-19 units. Your health should never wait. Don't delay your health care. There is no reason to. Schedule your appointment today. DHR Health. For you, for life.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich. We got 3 chicken strips topped with Whataburger's own buffalo sauce, a little bit of buttermilk ranch, 2 slices of Monterey Jack cheese. The combination is just right.
It's crunchy and then it's spicy and then it's cool. Your mouth is exploding with flavor.
It just all works together, and then you add the cheese in there.
It kind of wakes me up, honestly. My goodness. I could see myself getting this every time I come here.
They're gonna go crazy for this thing. The Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich. It's back, and it's only for a limited time.
At HEB Park in Edinburg, Texas, the southern tip of Texas, where the Toros have pulled off a 1-0 victory here against New Mexico United, a 65th minute goal by Elvis Amo, and kind of a historic win too, isn't it, for the Toros, Brian?
Yeah, first time in 6 openers they've picked up a win, having drawn 4 times and picking up a loss just once. So getting that monkey off the back, if you're the Toros, coming out big, coming out strong. And what a great way to welcome Wilmer Cabrera back to the RGV. Head coach coming back for his second stint with the Toros, and they send him out with a well-won victory.
Yeah, and it was a nice all-around win, too. I mean, looked like all 3 dimensions, the defense, the midfield, the control, and everything, generating some attacks on offense. Looked like all facets were there. I realize they still have some areas they need to improve. A lot of fouls tonight that they committed, but, I mean, a nice opening victory, isn't it?
And it shows the kind of depth this team has. Remember, Coach Cabrera talked midweek about how he didn't really know what this roster was going to look like as the championship season continues. They're without the leading scorer from last season, Kyle Edwards, Eric Pimentel, a huge signing for this team, did not make a performance here today for them. So they're still trying to mix in some really talented players into this lineup.
Yeah,
and they get a win on top of that.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, Pimentel, a defender who's played on a couple of champions with Club America in Mexico, is kind of the Yankees of Mexican soccer. He didn't play tonight. Kyle Edwards was not here tonight. Also, Azocar was not here tonight. Some really talented players that we've still yet to see on the pitch for the Toros.
So you talk about mixing in that kind of talent, that kind of experience into a team that's already shown that with their back against the wall, they can show you some things. Amo comes in and gets what might be one of the more beautiful goals you're going to see all season, pinballing that off of a defender into the corner of the net. And bright things to be seen right now for the Toros. But on the flip side, give a little tip of the hat to New Mexico United in this one. They did not allow themselves to be overpowered. Had it not been for a spectacular goal by Almo, they were in a position to bring this to a draw.
Yeah, they certainly could have. It was, I mean, if you look at it from their point of view, I'm sure they could probably feel it's a little bit unfortunate the way they gave up the goal. And here are our second half highlights. We take another look at that goal.
Get that one into Amo. And look at this. Does a nice job coming right, pinballing that off the foot of the defender and right over the top. Another angle look at it here. Just one of the best goals you're going to see on this season. Able to take that off the toe, and the trajectory just kind of lips that right over the top of the defender. Spectacular, and the fans love it here on Puro 956 night.
Yeah, it went off of Ryden, the defender there, and Tambakis did all he could on the play. And Tambakis had a really good night in goal for New Mexico United. See that save. Derek played well in his goal area to earn the clean sheet. That would have been really pretty there. That was Sanchez right after he had come onto the field and played that ball for Sorto. Was able to get one touch on it and just popped it right over the bar. And we see Riley there, who played the full 90, I believe, and over there celebrating with some of the fans on the north end of the field. They call that the Zona Naranja, the orange zone, where the fans gather, and you saw the drums and the percussion and everything like that, and some fireworks going off. That's quite a raucous crowd over there in the Zona Naranja, and they enjoyed what they saw here tonight at HEB Park. Well, that should do it. Our next games for the Toros will be Thursday night. They'll be playing San Diego Loyal. That'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff local time. For New Mexico United, they go to El Paso on May 8th. Their first home opener will be against Austin Bold on Saturday, May 15th, and that'll be at 7:30 local time from Isotopes Park. So hope you enjoyed our USL broadcast tonight. For Brian Smith, I'm Mark May saying so long from HEB Park, where the Toros win over New Mexico United 1-0. Good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.